Hey everyone, welcome to Quaranstream number 51. Thank you so much for being here. I was being a wee bit fancy there. I was actually because I was ready about 10 minutes before, so thought, you know what, I'm going to fiddle about with all the options that I've got on StreamYard, and I realised that I could do that. So because I've always got this thing where there's a bit of a wait, a 10-second wait period where I'm waiting for it to kind of start up on my screen so as I'm satisfied everything's fine. I thought, well, I can just do that, and then that way everyone's not just watching me sitting staring at another screen. So anyway, hello and welcome. Um, Unfortunately, you're stuck with me today. Simon wasn't able to make to do Quarantine Stream number 51. Stuck with me, unfortunately. I will go through and say hi to everyone who's here so far. So we've got Michelle. She says, I need the head start. Good morning to some, good afternoon to others, and good evening to the rest of you. Hello to all of you. Like me, can't keep up. Happy Friday, everyone. Yeah, happy Friday, Michelle. I'm so glad it's Friday. Friday evening's got to be it's like my optimum time of the week. You've just finished work, you've got the whole weekend ahead of. This is for me who doesn't work weekends, mind you. I appreciate that not everyone's in that position, but yeah, just finished work, whole weekend ahead of you. It's just my happiest time of the week. Um, so yeah, loving being here and loving doing a live with you on this Friday evening. Um, We've got the lovely Hen, we've got Nerisse, we've got Sandra, Richard from Longman Tarot, we've got Holly. Hi, Holly. We have got Sue. Hi, Sue. We've got Alex from Lazy Genius Tarot and Bazaar. Hi, Alex. How you doing? We've got Anne, and we have, I think that was Michelle's comment that I read out at first. Kim. Hi, Kim. We've got the lovely Zane from Tarot Token Witchery. Hi, Zane. And we've got Inked Witchy Girl. Hi there. How you doing? We've got Debbie from Aquarius Owl. Hi, Debbie. Long-haired, skinny-eyed toe. Forgive me, but I don't have Becca's beautiful singing voice, so I'm not going to sing it, but you all know the long-haired, skinny-eyed toe song. We've got, say hello to Holly. Kristen Louise from Empress Tarot. Hi, Kristen. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. Robin from Toadstool Tarot. And my chat jumped. We've got Deanne from Blue Crescent Tarot, who is here even though she's working from home. She's going to work a wee bit longer, I think. If I picked you up right, you're working a wee bit longer so that you can be here with us. So everyone say hi to Deanne. And we hope that the rest of your working day goes in quickly, Deanne. And we've got the Crooks Nook. We've got Jenna from Jennifer Ball's Witch House. Sparkle One. Hi everybody. Hi Sparkle. We've got the lovely Naomi. I'm now going up and trying to kind of sandwich in the middle, meet in the middle. We've got Patrice. Hi Patrice, how are you? I think that was where I'd got to. No, it's not. Grey Haze. Hi there, Grey Haze. I think I'm going to have to. We'll get Claire Lazens is here. Hi Claire. And the lovely Asha's here. Hi there, Asha. How are you? Jackie Jacaranda. And I think that's everyone that I can see. So apologies if I've missed you off. I'm definitely not as proficient at Simon as working the chat and keeping myself right with everything. So if you do need to get my attention, it's probably best to either use capital letters or tag me at Elemental Cartomancy, and that way it will show up on orange on my other screen, and that it will highlight to me on the StreamYard chat. So welcome everybody and thanks for being here. As you can see, I'm having a bit of a bad hair day today. My hair's just not doing what I want it to do. Don't worry, I'm not going to spend the whole live talking about my hair. That's not important. Let's just use this as a hairband and we're all good. Um, Yeah, I wanted to actually start off, guys, by I just want to light a wee incense stick. I'm thinking about, all of the key workers, NHS, shop workers, everyone who's basically still going out to work during this time and who did the last lockdown as well, to keep us all safe. This, by the way, I'm in the UK, I'm in Scotland, so we are locked down, like major locked down. So yeah, I'm thinking about all of those people and I'm thankful for everything that they're doing. I'm also thinking about Simon, who can't be here with us today. Certainly not at the moment anyway. He said he might pop in later. But that guy does so much for everybody in this community. He does these and organises these Quaranstreams for us all, just so that we've got, a bit of community feeling at this kind of difficult time. And yeah, just kind of thinking about him and thankful for him. So I'm going to light a wee incense. Hopefully, we don't set fire to ourselves. Let's see. Come on. So this incense is midnight, I think it's called. Let's try and not have it touching the box. There we are. Right, and I'll just pop that behind us, and that can burn away there. Wait, you see, as the hour goes on, I'm going to get engulfed in a big puff of smoke. Robin's asking how Sandy is. Is he keeping busy? Sandy's doing great. Robin, he's actually, he's been great. He's in furlough, so he's not working, but he's keeping busy around about the house and stuff. And yeah, it's great. I love having the company. As much as our economy can't go on forever with people being off, I do personally like having someone else in the house whilst I'm here. I'm seeing Jamie Kelly coming in from Wandering Mountain Bardic Path. Hi, Jamie. And I think I saw someone else. Celtic Tarot Sheila. Hi there, Sheila. Hope you're doing okay. And Sorsha. Hi, Sorsha. I've just seen you as well. Um, so Sandra says, yeah, I second that for sure. Yeah. So let's see. Made a wee note of everything that I wanted to. So I thought today, to round off the week, I wanted to. I've got a couple of tarot decks that have actually been delivered this week, including one that's just been delivered today. I've literally not even opened the box. I've kind of snapped the sellotape so that I could open it easily, and I'm not fighting with a box on live YouTube in front of y'all. But yeah, I've not even seen what's in it, although I know what's in it. So I'll keep that to last as a wee surprise for us. But yeah, now the first deck that came in, I think this came a couple of days ago. This was sent to me by a friend. It's this one. So it's Le Fantastique Tarot Hallucine du Dr. Zariel. And I'm probably butchering the pronunciation there. This is a kind of playing card style deck. It's really, really kind of nice, interesting images. The pips are playing card pips. I won't spend lots and lots of time going through them all. These are the backs, so that you see them. So you've got this kind of dark creature kind of looming there, quite interesting. So when I showed Sandy these cards, he says it reminded him of the band the Gorillaz. Um, reminded him of them. Oops, this is interesting. Lipopes is this wee kind of devilish looking creature actually. The Emperor's a mummy, and he appears to be licking his scepter, as it very much were. Um, the Pope is another wee devil person. So Deanne agrees. Yeah, you were just going to say it looks like the gorillas. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I quite like it. I think it's quite different. Um, so at 8 we have Justice in this deck. So Alex is saying he's got this one too. Loves the artwork on the majors and the courts. Yeah, the artwork is. I really love the colors. Like color is quite important to me. I can probably count on one hand the amount of non-color, like black and white or sepia tone decks that I've got. In fact, off the top of my head, I can only think of one that I have right now and one that I've pre-ordered. So I've got the new Ada Elements Tarot by Eleanor Piper. Um, that is kind of sepia tones, but the artwork is absolutely stunning. And I've also pre-ordered Anaturian's new deck from US Games. With Death with the scythe there. Hi Jonathan, how you doing? So we've got more. Nerisse says she can see the gorillas theme. Um, Hopefully I'm not missing any comments, guys. If I am, then just shout at me. Just let me know. Temperance. I do like to see the the water defying gravity in Temperance. I know I've spoke about this before, and it's a bit of a weird thing to pick up on, but it's just something that I always look for. Not that it particularly bothers me if it's not there, but yeah. Tower. The tower's interesting because you don't really have that kind of destruction happening, I don't think. Or what? I suppose actually is it being destroyed at the top? I wasn't sure if it was just the kind of light beaming out. L'Etoile, the star. The moon's pretty cool actually. I do quite like that. It's quite minimalistic, but and the eyes are a wee bit creepy actually, but I like it. It's creepy in a good way. Hoping that you're seeing these okay, guys. Oh, put that one down the wrong way. The Soleil, the sun. Got this wee kind of alien-esque creature in the sun. It's quite unusual. Judgment. And we have the world. So if we look at Judgment and the world together, um, they both appear to have, and I think the sun was the same. They both appear to have this same kind of wee alien dude, um, shooting laser bolts out his eyes, as you do. Um, but yeah, interesting. And then, like I say, the pips are just kind of playing card pips. So what will I do? Will I show one of the suits um, and then I'll show the court cards. So Gerald at the Hermit's Mage. Hi there, by the way. Hi, Gerald. This is oops, La Fantastique Tarot Hallucine du Dr. Zariel. Just get to pop in today. Wish me luck. Heading into a snowstorm to work. Much love. Thanks for picking up, Chris. You take care, Jamie. Um, be careful getting to work if there's a snowstorm. Let me know that you're there safe, will you? And thank you. 4. We've got 5. Very kind of that. They are more kind of they're smaller than tarot size. They're Marseille tarot size is what I would say. But apart from that, they're kind of quite standard playing cardy type images. I do like that they're just kind of like wee scribblies. They're drawn. 9. and the 10. Okay, so I won't bother going through the rest of any of the other pip cards unless anyone particularly wants to see them. But you've got the valet, which is the page of clubs. And what's interesting here with the courts is they're reversible, you know. So I think you can really only tell by by the actual club in the middle what way up it is. C for Cavalier, which is the knight. D for Dame, which will be the queen. And K or R for Roy or Roi, which is the king. Alright, so the next suit is the spades, and it's pretty much the same again for the pips. Then, so the courts here are like mummies. So we've got the valet. Robin says, I like the leading clubs. They're a bit they're a bit tipsy or tired. Celia, hi Celia, says, I would just like to say how much I enjoyed your roundtable reading you did last night with Gerald. I love the way you explained the. Oh, well, thank you so much, Celia. That's very, very kind of you to say. Thank you. Le Dame, or La Dame, since it's feminine, and Le Roi. I like that he's got a wee crown. I'm on my way with a crown. Then we've got the hearts. The hearts are actually kind of outlined in black, so you can see they're kind of drawn and then coloured in, which is cool. So we've got SL, Wyman, Rock and Writing. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Thank you for doing this. You're so welcome and thank you so much for popping in to say hi. So these appear to be like alien octopi, I think. Valet, Cavalier. This guy's actually on a horse. La Dame. And the king. Okay. And the diamonds, not sure what these are. Valley of Diamonds. Got the Cavalier. King. Oh, sorry, no, the Queen, the Dame, and then the King. So that is Le Fantastique Tarot Hallucine to Dr. Zariel. And I was looking for I don't know if see the back of it is in French. I don't know if the creator is this Dr. Zariel or if it just doesn't say the name of the creator. But Alex, if you're still there and you know who the creator is, pop it in for me. Because I'm not 100% sure. My incense is doing something funny, but that's okay. Do you know, I looked at the time there and thought, it's 10 to. We've only got 10 minutes left, but we don't. I've only been going for 20 minutes. The next deck that I've got, so I don't know how many of you saw the hashtag that the VR that I did on Masha's channel with Masha and Mendy. It was, oh no, now I need to try and remember what it was. Dating the Tarot by Candy Soul and Soil. And I mentioned, in fact, I meant to pull this out, but I didn't. I mentioned um, this deck, the Ancien Tarot de Marseille, and this is like a vintage copy that I've got. I'll just quickly, very quickly show you. So these are the backs, and these are the fronts, and you can see that there's this kind of, the colour isn't showing up very well on my screen, but the translation that says the lover there is in blue. So there's these kind of blue translations, and you're probably not really going to be able to see the copyright very well, but it says copyright Grimaud 1963. Kind of see it. So it's quite a, it's like a vintage copy, and as much as I've used it and I enjoy using it, I do enjoy, the Omsium Grimaud deck. I'm a bit wary about using it just because I don't want to wreck it. If it's a good deck, then I'd rather keep it good. But I thought, well, you can get the Omsium, like an updated version on French Amazon. So I was like, I'm probably going to do that. But John T on YouTube, who was in the chat at the time, says, "Well, I've got a copy of it that I'm not using. I'd be more than happy to send you it." And he very kindly did. He didn't want to take any payment for it or anything like that. So thank you so much. If you're here, John, or if you're watching back later, thank you for doing that. It arrived yesterday, I think. So I've got it here. So yeah, I won't go through every single card on this one because I think most of us know what the the Ancien looks like. These are the backs. So really nice backs, which are different from the ones that I've got. The card stock is very different from the ones that I've got. Well, I've got them both, haven't I? But the card stock's very different from the kind of vintage copy. The vintage copy is much more kind of matte, papery type card stock, whereas this is more kind of glossy, slidey. A much more kind of up to date type card stock. Um, the fronts of the cards are almost the same, except they don't have the translations. So there, for example, is Judgment, and it's just got Le Jugement on the bottom. It doesn't have the translations, and the copyright on it is 1980. So yeah, it's the pretty standard Tarot de Marseille. It's the one that's got the primary colours, which I know don't gel with a lot of people, but I love it. I absolutely love this deck, and I did an amazing interview spread with it. If I'd thought I would have kept the cards to. Did I shuffle it afterwards? Oh yeah, I've still got them here actually. So that wasn't one. But yeah, can I remember though where each one turned up? Well, I know that so the outcome of our relationship together, and I got the Ten of Wands. Now, when we're talking, the Ten of Wands is one card that I read very differently depending on whether we're looking at Marseille or RWS. RWS, the imagery really locks you into that kind of meaning of burden and taking on too much. I kind of think of the RWS depiction of the Ten of Wands as kind of like the shadow version of it. If you're looking at it from a Marseille point of view, when we look at the numerology and the elements, we're talking about fire, which is our raison d'être. It's our purpose in life. It's the reason that we're here. It's really finding your niche and finding the thing that gives you purpose. And the 10 is kind of like, it's like you've come to the end and it's like coming full circle or the full culmination of the suit. So the 10, you've achieved your purpose, you've achieved your life purpose, and now it's time to go out and help other people do that, essentially. Um, People are going to start doing drinking games for every time that I mention the Mary L tarot, right? So sorry to do it again. Sorry, I've just seen that I got tagged. So Dr. Zariel Tarot was done by a company called the Freaky 42 and posted to Kickstarter, according to emails by Gabrielle Andro. Um, but in the descriptions, the artist is referred to as Dr. Zariel. Okay, thank you very much for that, Alex. And sorry if I know I'm wittering on, and sorry if I'm missing any comments. Um, so yeah, in the Mariel Tarot, the tens are all depicted as horsemen, and it's like you've come to, the nine is the completion, is the physical completion, and the 10 is when you kind of, it's you're going out on your horse to basically act as a messenger and bring this, whatever it is that whatever the element is that you've fully achieved, and you're fully realized in, you're then kind of passing it down. It's like renewal of the cycle, but in a way where, it's not like you're losing everything you've worked for. You're just kind of helping someone else get started on their journey. Okay, so for me, the 10 of Wands coming up in an interview spread as, what's the outcome of our relationship together. It's like, you're fully realizing your potential, and you're going to help other people realize theirs as well and find their purpose, which I couldn't really have asked for a nicer card to come up. So yeah, I was really excited to see that. It was a great interview spread. And let me just kind of show you a couple of the other cards. So we've got La Soleil, Sun, La Force, which is Strength, which of course in this deck is 11. Two of Pence. L'Etoile. Elemental Cartomancy. Did you say something means fire of life in a different language? I'd love to hear that again. Fire of life. Don't think no. No, I'm not sure. Maybe I did and I just can't remember saying it. This is what I would view as my significator card, the Valley of Cups. And what I noticed actually that I've not noticed before in the Grimoire is it looks like he's holding the top of the cup. So usually it's usually just the Queen of Cups whose cup has a lid on it. But there is a lid for the Page of Cups, but he's taken it off. So, like, what connotations does that have? For me, the cup with the covering on it, it's indicative of protecting your emotions. A, a, a kind of lid on a cup would stop it from overflowing and spilling. And that's what I really pull on with the Queen of Cups. It's this idea of being mature and knowing yourself and protecting your own emotions. And being guarded about your emotional reactions. Sometimes we can be quite explosive, but when we're really kind of drawn on that Queen of Cups energy, we're emotionally mature and emotionally intelligent. Whereas the Valier suggests that he's got the capacity to do that, but he's, that lid's coming off. He's walking about with that cup. He's not quite. Oh, we've seen that. He's not quite as mature as the Queen. This is the Nine of Swords. So that's another card that, I would read quite differently if it came up in a Marseille in an upright position than if it was in the typical RWS depiction. Let's see, have we got anything else that's of interest? Queen of Baton, Queen of Clubs, or Wands. Love the Queen of Wands. For me, she's like the celebrity in the tarot. I look at the 9 and 10 in a similar manner, says Gerald. Oh, hi, Jilly from Little Zencrone. How are you? She says, I feel like the 10 is where we can take a breath and move on. Yeah, definitely. It's like 10, but also, when you reduce it, it's 1. It's like the renewal, the end of one cycle and the start of another. So it's almost like the kind of the circle coming full circle. So yeah, I totally agree with you there. The Magician. So yeah, that is the Ancien Tarot de Marseille by Grimaud. And I'm really glad to have, I was going to say an updated copy of that. That's the wrong word to use because there's nothing really updated about it, but a more modern copy of it that I don't need to be so worried about, riffle shuffling and all that kind of thing. And saying that though, this was a very kind gift, so for that reason, I'm probably going to want to keep it quite good as well. So yeah, let's just have a quick look at the chat and see. So Deanne says, okay, you were talking about the Ten of Wands and it was kind of quick. I lost it in your accent. It's lovely though, whatever you said. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I do when I'm reading cards and when I get kind of in the moment, I do have a tendency to talk quite fast, and I know that I can mumble and it can be quite difficult to understand me. So apologies for that. I do try and make a conscious effort to slow down a bit, but sometimes I just get lost in myself. We've got Modesty Blaze. Hi there. How you doing? Don't you worry about being late. Littles Ingrown says, I'm good. How you doing? I'm very good, thank you, Jilly. I'm glad it's Friday. I was saying at the start, this is like my favourite time of the week. So it is a Friday evening when I've just finished work. I've got the whole weekend ahead of me, and now I'm like incredibly privileged to be able to do this Quaranstream and spend the first part of my Friday evening with all you lovely people. So yeah, and Jelly, I stole from. So when I lit the incense, guys, that I stole that from Jelly. Jelly does that at our sit with me meetings. She always what happened there. A wee noise just happened to my ear. Let me make sure I'm not muted. I don't think I am, but if you can't hear me, then do let me know. Um, yeah, Jelly always lights an incense or a candle at the start of sit with me, just to kind of I think it's usually just to think about the people that aren't here with us and stuff. So I did that at the start, Jelly. I lit a wee incense stick, just in thanks to all of our key workers who are out, working hard and being at risk to keep us all safe, and also Simon, who does so much for us all, to keep us all as happy and as sane as we can be. So yes, it was a wee steal from Jelly. Um, Zane says, I think I'm going to start edging my true heart intuitive while I'm watching. Amazon just delivered my sunflower at Windsor and Newton. Very exciting. So is that what you're going to use to edge them then, Zane? That'll be nice. You'll need to send me a picture when that's done. Naomi says, nearly wine time. I've actually got a cup of tea, but in true Chris style, I've let it go cold. Right, I'll keep you waiting no longer then. So I'm going to try and handling this box, I'll try and keep my address and my personal information redacted and covered up. But yeah, I've not blacked out a pen. So if you do catch a glimpse of my address, then please don't send any strippers to my house. And if you do, make sure they're good looking. Thank you. So yeah, I'm going to open this up for you and show you what's in it. So I'm really excited to receive this. I have never been able to wait. So this came kind of this morning, and I've never been very good at waiting to open up a box once I've received it. I'm usually like can't wait to get into it. So this took a lot of willpower on my part. So you can probably guess just from a glance into the box what it is that I've got here. So we've got the dead on paper, kind of wee logo. And my purchase has come wrapped in this lovely black tissue paper. Both of my comment screens of so Toadstool Tarot, as to your table, could your snakes cohabit the same aquarium or would they kill one another? The snakes generally aren't sociable creatures, Robin. There's an exception with some species, like garter snakes do a lot better when they're cohabited, but with the snakes I've got a corn snake and a royal python, and you don't put them in together. So no, they need to be in different vivariums, or vivaria, I suppose is the right plural, isn't it? And then Jelly says, incense lighting, you're a good man. It's a Zen tradition, light 'em up. There you go. I didn't know that. Yeah, so let's get into this. So lovely black tissue paper. The purchase has come all wrapped up in this bubble wrap, so there was no way anything bad was happening to this. Sandra at the Whispering Well says, "Oh, I know what this is." Jen's Balanced Tarot's popped in. Hi, Jen. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. Let me try and negotiate this bubble wrap without popping all the bubbles, because I'm sure you all don't want to listen to me popping bubbles. Right, hang on. Where's the end of this? Talk amongst yourselves. Right, I actually feel a bit silly because I can't seem to. Just going to have to burst it open. There we go. So here we go. So what I've received is the white version of the Arcana playing tarot cards. So I got the black edition about a month ago, and I've received this one today. So let's open it up and have a quick nosy, shall we? So it's wrapped in plastic. It would have been more sensible if I'd used the wee openy thingamajigger, but why be sensible when we're live on YouTube? Why make things easy for ourselves? So the box is this beautiful embossed. I'm trying to, I don't know if I shift this light round if that makes things a wee bit better for us. Yeah, I suppose it kind of does. So you can kind of see it's shiny, it's metallic, it's embossed. We open it up, the inside of the box is this kind of blue metallic colour. Nerys says, "Oh, I've just had the black version arrive last week." Get Billy's craft room. Hi, Billy. Says, "My previous carer rescued a corn snake. Someone was putting the tank and the snake into the tip alive. Some people are so awful with animals. Yeah, no, that's horrible. I can't be doing with that. There's absolutely no need for it. When you've got animal rescues and everything, there's just no need. And see these people that are destroying the Everglades, the Florida Everglades, with releasing Burmese pythons into it. It's horrible. It really is, because it's killing off all of the. I say it as if it's happened. It's a new thing. It's not. This is years. This has happened. But yeah, let's toss this cellophane because we don't really need to have that there. Make some space. But yeah, no, I totally agree with you there, Billy. So let's see. A quick nosy that cracks me up. Yeah, I say that all the time, Jilly. A wee quick look, see. So these cards are really they're kind of they have like a coating on them, so they do. So they're quite slippery when they first well, there's my black edition. I've had it a month and it's still slippery. They're really kind of glidey and they have this smell as well. I'm not normally one for smelling decks, but these do have like a really strong smell on them. Should read cardstock in my previous comment. Great deck, wonderful cards. Oh, it should read cardstock. Cardstock. I've got the black edition. Yeah, so I'm so glad that I've got the white edition as well now. So let's see. We've got some extra cards here. So we've got this two-sided death card, and both of the depictions are different. So here's one side. All right, so we can see there's no people in it, and we're quite close up on the death figure there. And then here's the other side. It's as if we've just kind of zoomed out. You can see the people in the corner here. I think this is a Dead on Paper. Dead on Paper are the company that makes this deck, by the way. And this is their kind of logo card. You've got it in both colours on each side. So these are the backs, and this is a kind of double-sided backed card. And then I think we might get another one of them, yeah, only with the kind of black backs on the other side. And then as this goes onto the actual deck itself, it is. So let's see, how long have we got? Well, I've got 20 minutes left, so I'll go through, I'll quickly show these cards, and again, that it's playing card pips. Um, so I'll maybe do the same thing that I did with the Dr. Raziel, and then I'll pull a card at the end for us in the kind of same fashion that Simon normally would. So we've seen the back. So I love the aces in this deck. The aces are like one of my favourite things about it. So it kind of combines the playing card ace with the tarot card ace. So you can see the sword with the kind of crown at the top here, but you've also got the spade. And at at the side you've got the sword and the spade. Sort of whether you're using it for playing card reading or whether you're wanting to read it with tarot card meanings. You've got both symbols here to kind of to help you. So like I say, quite standard pips, but again in the corners you've got the symbols for both. So 3, 4 of spades, 5. And as I put these down on the table, they're gliding and sliding all over the place, so they are, because they are so kind of glidey and slippery. 7. I don't know if you can see it, but the back isn't solid white. It's like kind of it's like a kind of washed out. There's How do I say it? It's like a kind of dirty white look, so it is, which is really really nice. 8. Random question: is "I Belong to Glasgow" a drinking song? I don't know actually. If I'm totally honest, I don't think I've heard it before, but I will look it up after this and um I'll find out. I belong to Glasgow. So in this deck, the jacks are knights. So they are now in a lot of playing card decks, I'm pretty sure in the playing Marseille, the jacks are the pages and then they add in the knights, whereas here the jacks are the knights and they add in pages. So this is a page of clubs. No, spades, beg your pardon, or swords. The jack, who's a knight riding on horseback. Queen. And the king. And then look at the ace of diamonds / pentacles. Look at the garden scene. Look at the pentacle inside the diamond. How stunning is that card? And then, like I say, the pips are just kind of standard. So Wendy, I'm in the UK and it's only $5, or it was only $5 for postage and packaging. So it only added $5 on, which is less than £5. So go on to Dead on Paper and at least have a look, because I'm a bit funny about paying out loads of money for like postage and packaging, and even for card decks in general. I still find it quite difficult when if a card deck is over £50, I really have to think about it. You know, um, and don't get me wrong, I appreciate why it is. We're not just paying for the card stock; we're paying for the art. That is a work of art at the end of the day. But yeah, definitely have a look. And lovely Naomi's just posted a link to it for us. So we've got the page, jack, or the knight, queen. I belong to Glasgow, dear old Glasgow town, but when I've had a couple of drinks on a Saturday, Glasgow belongs to me. Not a drinker, but mum, not a drinker, but sang it to me as a child, right? I don't think I've heard it. I belong to Glasgow. I'm going to have to remember that. Okay. And then I think this is a playing card thing. They then kind of switch and we start going from king down to ace. So I think what I'll do with the other two suits, guys, is I will just show the courts and the aces if that's okay, because I mean they're pretty standard playing card pips, and I want to be able to show you all of the images. The jack is the knight. The page. So let's see. Look at this ace of clubs. So we've got the club there, it's quite prominent. We've got the wand, you can kind of see it's coming up in the middle, but then we've got this fire, everything's up ablaze, you know, so it really kind of hammers home the element of fire, which I love. Love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. King of Cups or Hearts. The Queen of Cups. Jack. And the page. Let's get a moustache, Gerald. And then we've got the pips. And look at the Ace of Cups. How amazing is that? So then it is, I was going to say then it's onto the majors, but I appear to have two jokers in the middle. So let's show them. Let's get joker number one. I'm going to be sticking these with the extra cards because I don't even read playing cards with jokers in them, never mind tarot cards. And joker number two. How does everyone read jokers? If they read jokers in playing card decks, how do they do it? What do they mean for them? Full. Moustache adds character, don't you think, Chris? Absolutely, Gerald. Magician. The High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. Looks like he's surrounded by mountains. You can use the black and white together too in readings. Yeah, I guess you could, you know, light and shadow and all that kind of thing, couldn't you, sir? Michelle says, I read them as a fool, but I don't know what I'm doing. No, I think that's pretty reasonable. You know how usually in a playing card deck, you've got one kind of black and white joker and one fully coloured joker. So in those kind of decks, what I like to think of is the black and white one being like the full as we would normally read them. You know, starting out on the journey, a complete innocent, and then the fully coloured Joker is like the world because it's like he's completed his journey, he's inherited all his colours, and that the colours for me represent everything that he's learned on the way. Strength. So no, I don't think that's silly at all. I think that's quite a good way to read them. Hermit. Naomi says this is going to be a Chris made me do it deck. Wheel of Fortune. No shame here, Naomi. Trying to angle this in a way that you can kind of see it. Simon says, hey Chris, thank you so much for doing this. Just get home. Hi everyone. Oh, hi Simon. I hope you're doing okay. We've still got a wee incense going. I lit an incense at the start, just to be thankful for all our key workers and be thankful for our amazing Simon from the Hermit's Cave for everything that you do for us. So it's still going behind me, so it is. Death card. So Simon, this is an unboxing that I actually did. I received this today and I resisted the urge to open the box. So I'm seeing this for the first time as well as everyone else, and quite proud of myself that I managed to not open this because I'm usually not that patient. Got Devil. Very handsome Devil man. It's the white edition of the Arcana playing cards, playing tarot cards, Simon. So I've got the black edition. But the white edition went on, became available. I ordered the white edition, and then my black edition came on the same day. Later on, like it must have been a matter of hours after I ordered the white edition with a discount code. So how raging was that? But never mind. It's what I get for being impulsive. The Star. The Moon. Stunning moon card. I know some people love faces and suns and moons. I've never really been a big fan of it. So when you get a lovely moon card like that, that actually looks like the moon, it's really nice. Kid with a six pack. Yeah. Judgment. Stunning judgment card. And last but by no means least, we have the World. So that is the Arcana Tarot playing cards by Dead on Paper. Naomi is very kindly sharing the link for me, guys. So do pop on and have a look. It only cost me $5 for postage and packaging, and then the deck itself, what was it, like 20 something dollars? I'm pretty. In fact, I've got the invoice here. The invoice that has no amounts on it. That's handy. Oh well. Something like £20 for me to get, and I'm in the UK, so it's not mega expensive. In my opinion, it's well worth it. So yeah, I'm so happy that I got that. So for me, I make it 24 minutes past, so we've got time to pull a wee card. And then I'll love yous and leave yous. I know that there's lives on tonight, and I'm sure we all want to get fed and do whatever else we've got. Do whatever else we've got to do for the rest of the day. What I'm going to do, so Simon usually pulls an oracle card at the end of these, and so I'm going to stay true to that. Now you know that I'm not really a big oracle card reader, but my favourite oracle of all time so far is definitely my Zoracle. It is the oracle deck that our lovely own Zane Hughes from Tarot Token Witchery made. And yeah, this is my soul oracle, if I can call it that. So let's pull a card from that just to kind of send us all off into the weekend. So Naomi says $34.99. So what is that in pounds equivalent? It's between 20 and 30 pounds, isn't it? Um, well worth it in my opinion. Not that I'm trying to influence you or anything, but do it. Justin, hi Justin, how you doing? Hope you're okay. Zane says, "Yeah, this article." Do you know? See, after all the 10 of bananas chat and the last two Quaranstreams, there's a particular card Zane that it would just be quite like the thing if this was the card that came up. Zane knows what card I'm talking about. um, so let's think of a message to send everybody off into the weekend with. It's like the Friday that we've all been waiting for, isn't it? Everything that's gone on this week, you know, the UK's went back into lockdown. We've had everything that kicked off over across the pond with all our friends in the US, which thankfully that appears to have died down now. Yeah, $34.99 in dollars. That's right. I think that's what Naomi said. Yeah, little Zinco. Jelly calls it the Zanicle. Right, okay. So we message for everybody for the weekend. Okay, right, okay. So we've got toxicity or toxic. At this particular time where, you know, there's energy flying about everywhere, passions are really high, and we can't dress it up. We can't like see love and light and absolutely everything. Sometimes there's negative energy. Some people thrive on being toxic. Let's be honest, you know, that is that some people do. It gives them that same hormone release that some of us get from being really positive and being kind of kind to each other. You know, some people get that same kick, you know, when they're talking about somebody or something like that. It's just one of these facts of life. It's one of these things that we all have to deal with, you know, and that we all have to kind of toughen ourselves to. Um, Part of life is learning to kind of grow that thick skin, you know, turn yourself off to all the toxicity and all the kind of toxic energy that's going on around about you. And like we all have the capacity to be toxic, you know, it's in all of us to a certain degree. We all have light and we all have shadow. And it's just about learning to kind of master ourselves and master our own reaction to the toxicity that goes on round about us. We've had a really tough week, particularly all our friends over in the US. There is a lot of toxic energy flying about, but you know, we just kind of need to have that strength to negotiate that and to get through it. It doesn't last forever, you know. Toxics generally tend to have a cure, and where they don't, they tend to die out. Okay, so there is an end to kind of all the toxic energy that we're seeing right now. We've got a lovely weekend ahead. Well, when I say lovely, I don't necessarily mean weather-wise, particularly if you're like me and you're in Scotland. But we've got the weekend just greeting us. Let's all attack it with positive energy, and you know, all be there for each other. And yeah, I think that's really all I can say about toxicity at the moment. I think that's all I want to say, you know. It's about being able to negotiate that toxicity and, you know, meet it with our own positive energy. And I suppose that's another thing, isn't it? Is like two wrongs don't make a right. You're not going to cure toxicity with toxicity. So if someone is being toxic towards you, you wish them love and light and you just move on. That's kind of the best way to deal with it. So I was kind of hoping that I would get a happier Oracle card for our Friday evening, you know, but we don't get what we want. We get what we need. So just bear that in mind as we're going about our weekend. Okay, everyone. Simon says he's added this to the Quaranstream playlist. Thank you, Simon. Um, Jen needed to hear that. And thank you for picking up the Quaranstream sword. You're so welcome, Jen. And I'm glad that that card was meaningful for you. That's absolutely fine, Zane. You feel free to promote your deck. Okay, everyone. That is 6:30 here. So wherever you are, I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, I'll catch you at some point on one of the chats over the weekend. Bye, everyone.